Only on Christ 17 TV. Back upside your head with another one. Today I'm gonna take you back to a old time in the 90s. We're gonna go Bronxwood. 213. I used to live up there when I was a kid and got crazy stories from up there. Wild stories. You know what I'm saying? That's when I was first coming into being a young man. So I remember this kid who came to the block from Brooklyn, from Redhook, Brooklyn, to come up there, hustle. Somebody knew him. He was somebody's cousin or friend, and they bring him from Brooklyn uptown to hustle. Yep, to hustle. So he came up there and he just thought he knew more than everybody. He was better because he was from Brooklyn. Bronx and Brooklyn got this strange love and hate thing. You know what I'm saying? They always had. So he comes up there, and this is like when I first moved up there, like the first, probably, I want to say, first year. So I had some friends that came from my old block, from Taylor, and they had moved from Queens. So they was like new, but I was like their friend because they lived like almost like right across from me almost, but like two buildings down. So her name was Ricky, and the younger one, they called him Mouse because he had these fucking ears and this fucking looked like a fucking mouse. So we called him Mouse. So we up there smoking blunts. I got some weed. I'm smoking some weed. So this dude, Seaborn, he come across, and I'm like, I might be 14, and these other kids are like 14 and no, I think the other one was older than me by a year. One was 15 and one was 13 or 14. They were like a year and a half apart. So Seaborn come, and he's always talking shit, like always talking shit, trying to always fucking with the kids who was younger, like me, because he was probably like 19. No. When I was 14, he was probably like 17, 16. But he always come of this bullshit. His pant leg up a little bit, had on these Timbs, always had on this hat, cocked to the side, smoking a cigarette. This time, he come with a blunt to all three of us. And I know this motherfucker since he got there. He ain't never passed a blunt to me in his motherfucking life. So he comes up here doing this kind of shit. Didn't light it, gives it to me to light. I'm like, nah, man, I'm good. He's like, nah, man, it's good. I just grabbed a weed from Muggsy. So my boy Ricky like, let me see it. He lights it up. Boom. It's got this weird like smell to it. He's like, swings the blunt to Mouse. He fucking hits the blunt. He swings the shit to me. I'm like, nah, I'm good. He's like, nah, man, it's cool. I hit this motherfucker one time. Blew it out. It's like, what the fuck's that? My lips start getting numb. The motherfucker had put crack in a blunt and wanted us to smoke the whole shit. See, he was on some evil shit like that. And we kids who just like smoking weed in blunts. I was just a year and a half back stealing my mom's roaches. So this piece of shit motherfucker gives us crack in a fucking blunt. And I'll never forget the smell of that motherfucker. Smell like burning diapers or some shit like that. Some crazy ass smell like that, right? So I pick up the bottle. He's laughing. I throw the shit. Bam! Now he chasing me all around the cars, through the back. I jump the fence. Cause he trying to fuck me up now. But man, fuck you. You just put crack in the weed, gave it to a 15-year-old, a 14-year-old, and a dude who's not even 14 yet. And the cold part is when I I threw the blunt down. The kid I'm with picked it up and kept smoking the shit. He like, nah, man, this is cool. I said, it's not cool, trust me. I know what weed tastes like. And everybody said that kind of shit, you get numb. My lips was numb as hell. I took one pull, blew that shit out, and was like, my shit was all numb, my tongue was numb. He tried to slip us a fucking Wooly. Seaborn from Redhook. So let me fast forward down the line. So we in the building one night, and there's some bitches, sisters. Now, this motherfucker there, he in the back whispering some shit to all the other dudes, P, Daz, and I'm like, this motherfucker up to something. I know this motherfucker. He's a grind ball. He's one of them motherfuckers. You turn your back, you turn around, everything you had is gone. He that kind of guy. He's a slick motherfucker, and he's always up to no good. So come to find out, this motherfucker done rolled a blunt for the two sisters, and it's me. No, I'm not even there yet. No. I see him, I leave to the store, grab me a loose, me and my boy Compton. He was from San Diego, he moved to the Bronx, chill with us, and they named him Compton, because all motherfuckers from the Bronx know is Compton. They call everybody Compton, LA, whatever, but they called him Compton. So we went and we came back up. Now, these girls had already fired up the blunt. They had gave these girls the blunt to smoke while they have their own blunt. And we come in, and Compton's like, who the fuck smoking crack in here? That's his first words. He say, I know that smell. This motherfucker, Seaborn, pulling this shit a fucking again, put crack in the bitch's weed, gave them the blunt to smoke, thinking they gonna get all cracked out and let motherfuckers run a train. This is the kind of shit that goes on way back then. That shit happens now, all kind of shit. Trying to put some crack in these girls' weed, and they was like 16. You know what I'm saying? And sure enough, they ran a train on one of them. That's a fact. I didn't get none of that. Me and him left because the smell was so bad. It smelled hella bad. And to this day, whenever I had smelt that shit in like Harlem, anywhere, I used to get flashbacks of that time. Up there in the fucking second floor, abandoned motherfucking, he had a spot on the second floor, abandoned. We go in there, and they would lock up the door, all kind of shit, and we had some milk crates. But these motherfuckers found like a mattress and bring it up there and was fucking hoes up there. So, fast forward this now. So, he's done pulled this weed and crack on us and these girls. Like a week passed, it started to warm up now. This motherfucker, okay, there's this cop used to come in the Jeep or the van with red hair, like fucking firecracker red hair, and we named him Super Cop. He would tell me, what you doing out here? You live over here? I say, yeah, I live there. He said, you need to take your ass upstairs before you fuck around and get killed out here. I'm like, man, I live right here, man. These are my friends. Seaborn, right? So this is the first time I've seen this cop out here. And he started coming around a lot. They were jumping out the van 4 deep, throwing everybody on the wall, searching you down, where you get this money at, hype shit. And just, I've been there for like a year, and I've been outside hanging, chilling, smoking, drinking, and I ain't never seen this cop. But this motherfucker was coming around 2, 3 times, 4 times a day. Till finally, Seaborn is in the alley with a crackhead, serving the motherfucker. And if you go inside the alley, there was this door to the boiler room that somehow they had cut the lock and they were going inside there and stashing their work there. So now the cop catches this fool. They go in there while he's in there because they see the crackhead waiting right near the alley. So he taking so long that they catch him coming fresh out the door and he can't run nowhere. So he go to jail. They find his bundle. He go to jail for probably 50 cracks. So now he's out the next day. This motherfucker is out the next day. And I'm like, damn. But see, then in the Bronx, in the 90s, before Giuliani ass, your ass can get caught with shit and be out the next day and just be going to court for months. So we knew he was out, and it wasn't he told on anybody's shit, so I'm not even going to throw that on his ass. But yeah, so he comes back to the block, and this is where Super Cop got his name. He comes back to the same block, and you just lost some money for whoever you hustling for. So now you got to run back some of that dough because you lost 50 joints because you had a 50 pack, you had the money, whatever at you sold, they took the pack and they took the money, so you out the whole thing. So now he come back to the block, he smoking some weed, he chilling, okay, he waiting on some work. And he also waiting on somebody else shift to end. So now he comes, he gets the bundle, and I guess somebody else on the block had a 380 in the boiler rooms tucked. So this motherfucker comes on the block. Cops come, run everybody off. We're just walking around the blocks because they told us to leave. Not knowing when they went inside the fucking alley and searched, didn't find anything yet. But this cop, okay, there was a Frank's Soup Bowl. It's still there on 213 and Bronxwood on the fucking corner. He went through the alley. He climbed on a little ledge and got on the roof and laid there. There's a building on Tilden. They used to sit in the 20-something floor with binoculars looking down, radioing down, woody whoop whoop. So, about 30 minutes pass, we all come back to the block. Everything is back to normal, we think. I got my boom box. I'm playing my motherfucking music. We got a bag. We sitting across from my crib, which is across from the alley, but 3 doors down. So we sitting over there. We got a 32, a old fucking E. We got a bag from fucking Mugs. We rolling up. This motherfucker, Seaborn, sees a crackhead. He walks off the stoop, takes the crackhead inside the alley, goes in the boiler room. Guess what happens? Super Cop is laying on the fucking roof and jumps down and pulls out the thing and goes in there, and motherfucker finds not just him with the work, finds the 380. So, why this motherfucker is trying to roll up woolies and give motherfucker crack blunts to me, my 2 little folks, and 2 bitches. Now, we come by, you got locked up 1 day, you fresh out now. Matter of fact, let me light this up real quick. Real treat. So now, you come out of jail, and the very next day, you got locked up back-to-back days by the same fucking cop, while this motherfucker knew you kept your shit in the boiling room, open the door, so all he did was run us all off. It was about 4 to 5 cops, and he stayed. and climbed up on that little roof that was one floor, laid down there until this motherfucker came and served somebody and jumped down on him with his gun out, caught him with the bundle, caught him with the 380, and took his ass to fucking jail. So he's going to court. He on the island. He calling folks on the phone. He gets 6 months. So for the drugs twice and the gun, 6 months, Rikers Island. So a motherfucker try to do you wrong and do some foul shit. You see how karma comes real quick and just comes and get him real fast. This is a 2-part story on Seaborn. Bronxwood 213, kid from Redhook. I will have part 2 maybe tonight, maybe tomorrow, depending on how my Yankees do, because I'm about to watch my Yankee game real soon in like an hour. Man, no, in about, let me see. Yeah, in about 2 more hours. So I just wanted to throw a quick story out there, a Bronxwood one, Seaborn. I got more on him. So when you running around here trying to fucking put fucking crack in weed, pass the shit to young kids, pass the shit to young broads, karma came and got your ass. And that's how that red-haired cop got the name Super Cop. I got more stories on him. That motherfucker locked up almost everybody on that block, including me. So I'm going to have plenty stories coming in the future, Super Cop ones too. That motherfucker seen me, bring him out and said, "You're next." Yeah, he was no joke. Super Cop, red-haired motherfucker. They would come up the wrong way in a Jeep and just come one way, come with the van like this, so you couldn't walk down the block and think you getting away, because they was coming from both ways, and they was searching everybody. They had about 7 of us on the fucking wall. Everybody getting searched, roughing motherfuckers up, all kind of shit. I'm not even gonna bullshit you. We had all kind of shit cracking off, and they kept my fucking radio one time. I'm gonna tell you that one real soon too. But yeah, this is part 1, Seaborn and Super Cop. Super Cop got his ass twice, because the first time he took him to jail, he was talking shit to him. Yeah, fuck you, mother. Like, that's the one thing I learned real young. Don't talk shit to the police when you live right there, when you're going to always see them. Because as soon as you talk shit to them, like, fuck you, you bitch ass motherfucker, guess what? That puts a target right on your back. And every time they going to see you, even if you're not doing nothing, you be with your girl, you be with your mama. I was with my mama, and they searched me. With my moms. Going to the train, and they searched me. They don't give a flying fuck. So, Seaborn, part 1, Bronxwood 213. The funny guy tried to play funny games, and then Super Cop came and locked his ass up, and he was gone for 6 months. Part 2 will be when Seaborn gets out. So stay tuned for part 2 on Christ 17 TV. I got a lots stories. Bronxwood, Taylor Ave, Harlem. I got some shit, 168 in Prospect. I mean, I got stories for you motherfuckers for days. I just haven't been, throwing them out. I've been doing my sports, my food, my news clips. But my channel's so close to getting monetized. As soon as it gets monetized and I start getting paid for this shit, I'll be dropping a lot more of my hood stories. Growing up in the 90s, growing up in the Tenderloin, growing up here, growing up there. Because I went to so many fucking schools growing up. It was crazy, and I seen so much shit and lost so many friends to gun fucking violence, and seen so many ODs that my mom saved motherfuckers from. Some didn't live, some died. I mean, it's crazy. But with that being said, man, this is Seaborn. Part 1, there's going to be 2 parts, and I'll probably get you part 2 sometime this week for sure. So with that being said, hit that like, hit that subscribe. It won't cost you a dime, and it absolutely costs you nothing to push that button. Like I tell you every time, I'll catch you on the flip side, player. This is Christ 17. This is part 1, Seaborn, Uptown, 213, Bronxwood. A young motherfucker who tried to pull a lot of bullshit doing this Brooklyn bullshit. So I will catch you guys on the flip side. Stay tuned for part 2. It's coming real soon.